Hey everyone. Hey. Like I just got a fresh cut, yeah? Yes, brother, yeah. Like I got this cut thinking that people are going to be like, oh, he's a tough guy. Now it just looks like I want to sell you drugs and then help you claim it during tax time, you know, like I don't know if it's the haircut, but recently I had a racist encounter right in Northbridge. Like I was walking through Northbridge and I saw this guy trying to make a phone call on the Telstra booth. He was really struggling to make the call. He sees me walking by and he's like, mate, why is this not working? What the fuck? And my first response was, customer service, Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. You know, like... And the weirdest part about this whole encounter is the guy was Indian. And I'm like, what the... But no, guys, that is true. I used to work as an assistant store manager at Telstra, and I just loved the job. It was so simple. Hey, wait for it, all right? Like, it was a simple job. All I had to do was, when people come and buy something from me, I just have to give them a call back to check how was the service. Like, I'll give you an example. What's your name over there, sir?
Neville.
Neville. So let's say Neville comes to the store. Did something happen before this? Like, let's say Neville comes to the store and he buys a phone. I'll give him a call. Hey, Neville, this is Shash from Telstra. Is this a good time to talk?
No.
Just said no. So see, when customers are rude like Neville over here, what I do is I take out my phone, I take pictures of Neville's details, and I send it to my cousins in India. That phone is going to be ringing now, bro. I could see Neville pull back. He's like, holy shit, like, don't worry, I'm not going to send your details, yeah? My cousins have it already. It's too late. Like. No, but guys, like on the point of racism, like I think the best way to break racial stereotypes or anything, just that barrier, is adoption, right? like make some noise if you are pro-adoption. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Like I'm pro-adoption, but I'm also pro-reverse adoption. Like this is what I want to happen. I want a rich family from India to come to Australia and adopt a kid from Bunbury. You're from Bunbury? Yeah. There you go. Welcome to the good part, you know? Like think about this, guys, right? Like a white kid with blue eyes and a mullet. Got a mullet as well? All right, cool. like imagine, what's your name? Leonay. Imagine a kid like Leonay is adopted by a rich Indian family, taken to India, and raised as Raj Patel. Like looks like Leonay, but talks like me. You get it? Like, and surprisingly, this kid, Raj Patel, is terrible at cricket, but he still makes it to the Indian national team because of diversity, right? So. But it's been good, man. It's been good. And the reason I came up with this thought is because I went to India in December and I took one of my Aussie mates with me, like me and Dave, we went together. And everybody in India, just whenever they see a Caucasian, they're like, man, they must be rich. Dave lives in Bunbury, guys. And like everybody thinks he's a celebrity, so they're all coming and clicking pictures with him, you know, like. And then now that he's gone, like all my neighbors have a picture of them sitting with Dave. And now whenever guests come to their house, they're like, oh, who's this white guy? And they're like, we don't know, but we've been told he's a sick cunt, you know, like. You're a fun crowd, man, holy shit. Like now, like I'll tell you this, right? Like there's a long night, you're gonna have a lot of comics, but guys, you have to understand, our job as comedians has become a bit hard over the last few years, right? Like, let's ask this gentleman, Neville, did I make you uncomfortable when I asked you that question?
Yeah.
Just for 2 seconds, right? Like, Like the reason I ask that is like so many times I perform, I do like 100, 200 gigs a year. And then sometimes I talk to people and they get all offended. Like I was doing a gig not too long ago and there was a young couple sitting where you guys are. And I asked them the same, I just asked them a question, how long you guys been together? And they said, excuse me, you're making us uncomfortable. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but what did I say wrong? And they said, you called us guys. But we are actually non-binary. So like, fair enough. So now I only talk to people over 40 years old. You can adopt me, thank you, Neville. No, but it's been fun, man. It's been fun, right? Like, and you seem like a fun crowd, you know, like fun, educated crowd. Like so many times, what happens is when I do some of these jokes, right? Like I did a Telstra joke, this and that, and people just suddenly think that, oh fuck, we can make fun of him, we can mock him. So when they're leaving the gig, what they do, they'll come up to me and they nod their head or they just say something stupid, right? And like initially I used to get offended, but now it just touches my heart. I'm like, wow, like an Australian is adopting my culture. That is so beautiful. And to match that, I also started adopting your culture. So now if anybody comes up to me after the gig and says something racist, I'm like, hey, thank you for accepting my culture. And then I accept your culture and I glass the cunt. No, guys, I'll leave you guys on this last joke, right? Like it's been fun, man. It's been fun coming to Australia and settling into the Aussie way of life. But I had to work so hard to get to where I am. Like, guys, I came to Australia 6 years ago as a student. And finally, last year, I got my citizenship. Thank you. And to celebrate getting my citizenship, I went to Bali. Hey. Yeah, it's Aussie, you know, yeah. But like getting the citizenship is so nice, guys. But like the only downside of getting the citizenship is, now my parents think I'm making too much money. Like my dad is calling me every week asking me for money. I'll pick up the call and all I hear is, I need $400. And I have to check if it's a scam call. But it's my dad. And the reason he's always asking me for money is because he's a tight arse. So he's, like guys, I come from a humble family. We did not have a lot of money growing up. And I would see a lot of kids play with fireworks during Diwali. You guys heard of Diwali? Yeah. That's like our festival of fireworks. So I would tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, look at all those kids playing with fireworks. They look so happy. Why don't you get me some of that? And my dad would say, son, find happiness in their happiness. Such a tight arse, right? And then when I was in Bali, I'm putting all these pictures and stories online. And my dad is like, when are you going to take me to Bali? So I told him to find his happiness in my happiness. Yeah, like, because I'm a sick cunt, yeah. Guys, you've been absolutely amazing. I've been Shash Kapoor. Look me up online. Thank you so much.